right. How's everyone doing out there? My name is Dennis G. You're listening to The State of Synth. We have my main man. I messed it up already. And who do we have with
Neon
us?
Neon Fox.
Yes. Good old Neon Fox. Oh, we are running late. What happened?
That's my fault. Real life. Like, so I was telling you guys, I really want to talk to my bosses and be like, you know what? Your real life shit is impacting my synthwave shit.
That's it. You cannot let real life get in the way of your synth life. Come on now. What's going on?
God.
All right. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to jump on into our top story. Top story of the evening. The rise of the synths rise again? What?
Yes. It's about time.
It is about time. After several months of silence, the team behind Rise of the Synth, the major crowdfunded synthwave documentary, has made a ground-shaking announcement yesterday. Not only will the project see the light of day, but they have announced that they will be releasing it this November. Woohoo! They have also they have announced they're recording with, just a dude named John Carpenter, who will be doing who will be doing all of the narration for the documentary. That is amazing. And the film will be premiering at several film festivals around the world. With more on the subject, as always, we turn you to our roving reporter, Vosto Vlad, who has already jacked into the Matrix for the announcement. Vosto, are you out there, my friend?
This is Vosto Vlad, reporting from, well, I've managed to jack myself into the Matrix, Dennis. So I guess I'm reporting from cyberspace. I am the ghost in the machine. It's a strange realm out here of many colors, shapes, and voices. Angry voices, but also happy voices. Excitement is all over the place as well. These voices reverberate throughout the many of the surrounding layers of information. And speaking of information, there is a big rumble that we can hear from the place where the rise of the synth events take place. This rumble is followed by constant synth beams shooting out of a black hole. Some discernible messages did beam out earlier in the form of what looked like spheres of neon that assemble together in the grid sky to form the characters November the 1st. Of course, in the real world, you may see just a simple Twitter message. Then the spheres manage to replicate themselves and formed an even bigger message surrounded by disco ball lights. The message said that the film will rise first on November the 1st in Barcelona, Spain at Inedit Film Festival. And on the 15th, it will run in London at the Duck and Roll Film Festival. These are the only festivals announced for now, but they said that they are interested in joining more. Well, the good thing about me is that now I can just travel from location to location through cyberspace and materialize myself in the real world at whatever point I wish. I could materialize out of your granny's computer right now. I will not divulge the secrets of my great new incredible powers, but what I will say is that now my transportation budget is of no concern, and I can get to any destination on Earth at the blink of an eye, for fast, efficient, never-before-seen reporting. The Rise of the Synth also stated that they have jackets ready, and I like jackets. I hope you like them too. Gotta look rad as we travel through cyberspace. I wonder if this film will be better than my own documentary. Only one way to find out, and that is to go watch it. That's all I have for now. Passing back transmissions.
All right, well, thank you very much, Vosto Vlad, and that is fantastic news. I know you've been waiting for that as well, Jules, right?
My God. The granny computer, really?
He's got a million of them. I don't even know how he does it. Good stuff.
Well, now he doesn't need the chopper anymore.
That's right. What are we going to do with the Night Ride chopper? We'll have to figure out something to do with it.
We'll find somebody to use it.
Yeah, I think we will. All right. Well, this episode of The State of Synth is sponsored by XLN Audio, extraordinary audio plugins for your music. And this episode, we will be giving away an Addictive Keys modern upright plugin. Do you know that's like an $80, $90 value, Jules? That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
All these
plugins
toys
aren't cheap.
Man, these
They're not
toys.
cheap.
But I tell you what, it's good quality, good stuff, and you can win it. All you got to do is listen closely to tonight's episode for a major clue that we will be telegraphing, hopefully, right into your ears and into your brains. And all we got to do is give you the clue. You got to guess the chosen artist and go to news.nightride.fm/contest to put in the answer. It's as easy as that.
It's not hard.
It's not hard. You just got to listen and use the noggin. That's it. Super easy.
That's synthwave noggin.
That's synthwave noggin. You know, you got to fill it with all kinds of good information, and some of it is just random information like the stuff I have in my head. So, very nice. And also, we do want to bring your attention once again to the State of Synth Completely Mental Volume 1, now available. It, of course, benefits the Brain and Behavior Foundation and the National Alliance for Mental Illness. So, very nice. And we're going to give you the update right now, the big old update on how much we sold. How much do you think we sold, Jules, without looking at the sheet that says it right there?
You know what? I don't even have access to like the Bandcamp like details, so I'm gonna say like 40.
We sold 1 million copies. No, we sold a modest 54 copies so far, but a lot of people have also donated on top of the initial $15, which is really the most inexpensive lunch you're gonna get. And we have raised so far almost $800, and we're not even halfway through. So that's good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be sold. It's gonna be sold till February.
It is.
End of February, I think. So yeah.
We're keeping it for 6 months on the Bandcamp, and then after that, don't worry, your purchase is not going to go away. You will have it available for streaming or download to your heart's content. So very nice.
Exactly.
And we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into our first tune here. Jules, do you want to set this one up? Speaking of mental health, let's hear about this next artist that we're going to play.
Well, Dark Smoke Signal. He's on our charity album.
Yes, he very much is.
He graciously provided a song for the album. Dark Smoke Signal. We've got what? We've got a new, fresh track from him.
Yeah, the brand new right here.
Afterlife. He's been tweeting it out. So yeah, we're privileged. This is Dark Smoke Signal with Afterlife on Night Ride FM. That was Dark Smoke Signal with Afterlife, fresh new track. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, Signal is from Bristol, England. So thank you for that track. And once again, I'm going to remind everyone we've got a Dark Smoke Signal song on our charity album, Completely
Yes.
Mental. And if anybody hasn't checked out his t-shirts, oh my God, want.
Right. And we're not saying
Badly.
anything, Dark Smoke Signal, but we really
I know.
we like them a lot.
Rob Dyson over at Forever Synths.
Yeah, those guys.
Proudly sporting it. I'm so jelly.
Not dropping any hints or nothing.
Oh, no.
You know, we're not above pandering at the same time, so. Well, very, very good. And yeah, that is a badass tune, and we do appreciate for him to donate that song for us to play. So that's fantastic. We hope you enjoyed it. And right now, we would like to bring in our very special guest. This is Chris, also known as North Innsbruck. How you doing, man?
What's up, guys? Good evening.
Welcome back.
Yeah, good to be here again. I appreciate the invitation.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for coming out on another edition here, talking some mental health. And of course, the last time that you were on, we definitely kind of got filled in. You guys, you're kind of like with a group now, and you're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And, you know, we'd love to hear about it. But of course, why don't you catch us up? Yeah, if you could fill in some of the gaps. I think, last time was maybe like April or May that we last spoke, at least on the show, right?
Absolutely, yeah, somewhere right around there, and it's amazing what can happen over the course of a summer. You know. I mean, I wouldn't have thought a year ago that things would kind of continue to build to where they're at, and I'd be, back on the show with you guys on Night Ride, which is pretty crazy. And when we get more into it later with some of the stuff, like you said, that nitro wave that's going on, musically, some of the crazy things that are going on as well. But most importantly, I mean, what you guys are doing right now with the charity album, that's really cool.
Yeah, we think so.
Yeah.
And you've been a big help doing that as well.
Yeah. The genesis from that was you and Dennis, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I remember some of the initial conversations, and I hadn't really thought about it since then, but you're right. When we were kind of prepping for that first call, and we started throwing some ideas back and forth, what are some of the things that can be done for the community? And I forget which one of us, but of course it was a relevant topic. So it was probably pretty natural that this album actually came together. So
you know what? It was Dennis's idea.
Yeah.
And you as an artist, because neither of us had experience with Bandcamp releasing things.
Yeah.
So North Innsbruck, for those of you listening, contributed a lot to this album.
He did.
This genesis of this charity album. Wow.
Wow, that's amazing, you guys. I feel like that's more credit than I deserve, but I think that's the beauty of a team effort, I guess, as well. We all had our little things to contribute and pulled it together.
Yeah, well, you know what? I've received a lot of feedback from people. There are a lot of charity albums floating out there.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? Mental health is something that a lot of people ignore.
Mm-hmm.
So when this launched, the feedback I got was incredible. We've seen it on the Bandcamp page. I've seen it in instant DMs, things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, and I think an important thing is I'm pretty sure every one of us, at least at some point, could really connect with that topic. I mean, I can say in my life, I've been through hell a couple times, and it's taken its toll, but I've also rebounded. And I know you both, I'm sure your lives haven't been perfect either. You know what I mean?
Hell no.
Oh, yeah.
It's all just perfect all the time. Yeah. If only. And really kind of what started our initial conversation was, it was based on a study that I think I had stumbled across perhaps back in maybe April or so, but it was called the 73% report. And basically what it was is it was a report that was based on a study where they interviewed about this organization called Record Union. They interviewed about 1,500 musicians, independent musicians, and really took their information together. And so it was more of a web survey. Can I say it was a empirically supported university study? No, but it talked about what these emotions that I certainly have gone through as a musician, and I guarantee again, I mean, creatives across the board, anybody has gone through this stuff, but this was specific to people like me and my friends, my peers that I've gotten to know so well. That's what hit home.
Yeah.
Totally it. But yeah. So, some of the things, I mean, that I think as musicians too, as we step back and we look at the big picture, I mean, a lot of us tie negative emotions with music creation. I've done that, and I've had, some incredibly powerful moments creating some beautiful music, but on the same hand, some of the emotions that get tied to it make it difficult to listen to, and at times even release.
Like to play back.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you do, it's like a part of you. You're putting it out there into the world, but to re-experience it can be really hard for some people. And I've seen that on Twitter before from people.
Yeah, I think it's one of them things too. Even myself, who's not a producer per se, we do the show, which is kind of like making content, but
yes,
we get the same thing, really. I mean, we build up to a lot of things, and especially with the charity album that we put together, and just putting this show together weekly. I mean, it is exhausting, and we get done, and we're just like, you get that sigh of relief, and then we have to kind of turn around and do it all again, for the next week, and it's tough. You got your ups and downs. It's really tough to balance this, to balance life. Just work.
Yes.
It's not just that. Like, you come up with something, you create it, you have something you're gonna release, and then you put it out there.
Right.
And then the after the fact, right? Like listening to it after you put it out, after you've tweeted, after you've promoted it, listening to your own piece of work, and like Chris said, you know what? If you did something that has particular meaning, you did it as a sort of a therapeutic thing. Now you got to hear it again and again and again.
Yeah, and for some that's powerful, and it's a good thing, and for others it necessarily isn't, and that's what all comes into play. And I love the fact, Dennis, with what you were saying too. Some of this is certainly universal to a certain degree, that I think we've all felt and been affected by. What are these main drivers behind the negative emotions as a creative person? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I bet you guys are there too. What that fear of failure. How much can I give to this? Because there could be financial instability if I pursue this too heavily.
Right.
Like that's another thing.
I could go into a tirade about that.
Don't talk to Jules
Preach.
about financial stability with Synthwave.
Right? Exactly. In spite of the overtime and all that, right? It's just the way it goes. But in finding that balance, because that comes into play, and how does that come across to us as people? And I mean, I'm a pretty anxious person. I can speak, for myself here, and for you it might be a little different, but even depression for me as a person feels a little bit different when I've experienced it. It's more of an agitated type of depression. So I know that I'm not a person who sits there in the chair. I will bury myself in a project and I don't really come out of it. And there's always something to do, but it might not be organized at times. And those are always symptoms that maybe something's going on that I'm either not paying attention to, or that I know that's taking its toll on the signals. So
yeah, totally. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is all really good stuff. Now, I know that you do have a little bit of qualifications too. I believe we mentioned them on the last show, but you definitely did a lot of work, college work.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely. Yeah, I've been in the mental health field, I don't know, probably since 2005, 2006 or so. But I mean, as far as education goes, I've been through quite a bit. I've got my master's degree in counseling and psychological services, and so I've worked in the hospital setting, and I've worked in counseling clinics. I've done individual and marriage, family. I'm licensed to provide therapy, psychotherapy.
Thank God.
Here in the state of Minnesota.
Because I'm going to be emailing you quite often now.
You know what? By the way, Chris, I mentioned this to Andy.
Yeah.
I do that like bi-weekly Beyond 5 High Five show.
Yeah.
And I was talking to him about the charity album and our previous episode on this topic. And he's got some interest to talk about it. So
very cool.
Like, you know what? I don't know where to start. And I was like, well, talk to North Innsbruck.
Hit me up.
So, he's the perfect starting point.
Be prepared for that.
Yeah, totally. Well, I welcome that. Hit me up on Twitter, and we can go from there. I've got other ways of communicating with people, certainly, but that's always a good starting point. Count me in.
Yeah, it's great. The most that you can make it aware, the more you can make it aware, is all the better, really. Even if you're not supporting it fiscally,
Yeah.
you're spreading awareness. This is stuff people deal with.
You know what? One of my favorite things is there are people, whether they support the album or not, but when we blast out our little, completely mental volume 1,
Yeah.
the responses where people say, hey, I suffer from this and I suffer from that.
Yes.
That is amazing. People need to speak up, because you know what? So many people are suffering from something.
Yes.
They think they're alone. They're dealing with their own little social pocket or family pocket. And to find out that, yeah, you know what? This guy you're engaging with on Twitter suffers the exact same thing. You're not alone.
Yeah, that's totally it. And I think you bring up actually a really cool point. There's so much heavy criticism of social media, but again, speaking from personal experience here, I mean, I've met the two of you, for example. The guys who do the Two Poor Bastards podcast have become very good friends of mine, because it turns out they live not that far away.
Oh, they're
and
great.
If it wasn't for social media, this wouldn't have happened. It's pretty cool.
It's all about navigating. I think the thing is, and I kind of ran into this in the past couple weeks. I've been talking to a lot of people, and some people even came to me and they're like, well, I'm having trouble dealing with all this stuff that's going on in the world, and just wrapping yourself up in everyone's problems and situations and stuff, and some people feel like the community is just kind of a fallacy. And, I'm not really no guru, because shit, I don't even know, what the hell I'm doing half the time. But, it is
Absolutely.
tough navigating these social circles, and to try to figure out, like, who are your real friends? Like, can you be friends with somebody online? And who is just, trying to just further their own agenda with, just looping you in just to kind of push themselves along. And I guess it's a little bit like real life too. You got to kind of balance it out, but you can't get too wrapped up into it, because it can definitely suck you down, and that's it's tricky.
And that's it. Some of the numbers stuff and the competition and all that, it really does kind of drag you down. And I've always told myself, with what I'm doing here, I'm going to keep doing it because it's fun and I'm having a good time. Like I said, I get to hang out or meet people like yourself, and I think other people can feel that I'm enjoying it, hopefully, and sharing some music. And again, like you said, working these different social networks, which can totally be a challenge, and a bit confusing, and can feel extremely isolating at times as well.
Absolutely.
Well, I still, I am struggling with social media. So I don't know if anybody's noticed, but lately I've taken to not engaging on the weekends.
Yeah, I have noticed that.
Yeah,
And
so it's one thing.
it's smart,
I got
actually.
so much shit going on, and I got so many people to respond to. I can do it during the day when I'm at work. I'm already juggling like 20 balls in the air. What's 30, right?
Right.
But on the weekend, it's time to shut down. My phone, I can't handle the constant vibrating or notifications.
Yeah.
And
It's Fox time.
But here's the thing, I'm not even a producer. I'm just a goofy imp on the internet, like retweeting shit. But you know what? I feel for producers who have day jobs, because let's all face it, synthwave ain't gonna pay the bills.
Yeah.
Right.
So you've got people with day jobs and family, and then they gotta self-promote, they gotta manage social media, they gotta be on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, this, that, and the other. And if you're gonna be polite, you gotta respond to everything, right?
Yes.
And so your phone, your computer, your notifications, just going nuts.
It gets crazy.
And then so I feel for producers and artists. I'm just retweeting and I'm drowning.
I think you really have something right there. I mean, I think I needed to take a key on that, because I am still that dude on a Saturday afternoon that's just tweeting like crazy and driving myself nuts because you're trying to walk around the Walmart or whatever with your family and you're just like doing your thing, and it's sometimes you just gotta kind of tone it down and just shut it off and just live your life for a little bit. But it's good information.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, you guys nailed it too, because I think before the show, Dennis, we were talking just even about at work. Like I have to set my phone right now because it's so busy. I've got to set it face down and put it away from me because this thing is designed to get my attention and to draw me in. And I need to think. I can't be interrupted sometimes.
It does.
That's a brutal disruption.
It does a great job. Speaking of interruptions, we're gonna go ahead and let's play some tunes before we continue our conversation. What do you think, guys? Put a tune on?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Segue.
I would love to
From
set this
one of our
up here.
favorite artists.
Yes, this is my man. This is Bungita. Now, he is going to be dropping his new album very, very shortly, and it is amazing. I love it. He does a little bit of singing. He brings in Chrissy, who, of course, she's just an angel that just has descended from the heavens to sing his songs. I tell you, it's incredible. But he does a duet with Chrissy on this one. So this is actually Georgia. I think that's the Georgia. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know.
Okay.
How do you pronounce it with a Serbian accent? I can't do it.
George.
It's George. We love George. George is the main force behind Bungita, and this is a very special premiere here. In fact, I think his album is dropping tomorrow or today or very, very soon. But we're going to drop this one on you right now. This is my favorite tune from the album. This is a little song called Earthling, and you are listening to it right here on Night Ride FM.
No one will get inside my head. No one will get inside my head. Cross the depths. No one will get inside my head. will get inside my head. I'm safe so long as I'm living free of any best.
I've been lying to myself, so I would be just fine. 'Cause we are moving on.
You have no idea what you've done to me.
Just fine.
It's something I'll never be.
And once again, that was Bonjita with Earthling. I love that tune.
That was incredible. His collabs are really impressive.
Yeah, I mean, Chrissy was just made to do music with him. I mean, I love their sound, and that's a nice little duet. And the hook, magnifique.
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 Well said. Yep. Well said.
All right, so we're going to continue on here. Of course, we were talking with North Innsbruck right here for our mental health
Yes.
show. Yeah, good stuff. But before we go on into some more of our discussion, we would like to drop a little bit of weather on you. So, Mr. Neon Fox, can you do some weather for us this evening?
Of course I can. All right. So, finally, some weather that gives a little bit of relief. Those September 87-degree days are pretty much
Wait, what did you
gone,
say?
making way. Oh, I said September 87.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought you said.
Yeah. So
That's not a hint.
September 87. Those days are pretty much gone, making way for much cooler evenings. Time to break out those sweet synthwave hoodies you've been
Yes.
waiting for.
I got my
all
Arctic Mega
summer long.
Defender. I'm just waiting to put that on.
Wait,
Jack-
you have one too?
Yeah, dude.
Ooh, okay, we got to do like selfie photos. 'cause
Oh my
I've got one.
god. We could like post them the same day, and maybe we can like
they're
Photoshop
awesome.
them.
So I'm sure our friends south of the board, south of the equator, they're pretty happy because their spring is upon them.
Yes.
For those attending film festivals in this mild weather, Blood Machines is now premiering in select theaters. Most will know this as a 30-minute sequel to the music video Turbo Killer from
Oh,
Carpi Brute,
nice.
directed by Seth Eicherman. So yeah, the weather's good.
Very, very good. I like. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Fox. And once again, we are here talking with North Innsbruck. So, yeah, we have some cool things that Chris is involved in, and I would love to find out a little bit more about some of the organizations and some of the things that you're trying to put together in your area. What's going on over there in the Twin Cities?
Yeah, it turns out, you do a little bit of networking and outreach, and what seems like a kind of an isolated place to be as a synthwave musician, it turns out there's actually a lot of us here, and some real talented folks as well, which is just the craziest, coolest thing ever. I mean, as I'm reaching out and identifying, again, some of this was through Jules, St. Jules. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
It took me like 3 days to compile all these Twitter lists of artists in regions.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But this
Yeah.
is what I hope. This is what I hope for.
Absolutely. This was a catalyst for us. I mean, and so without that small group you would have that you pointed out, none of this would have happened. It just wasn't possible. I didn't even know where to begin. So So wow, talk about opportunities.
Uh,
So
Yeah,
now you guys are basically you're grouping together. You're trying to put together shows. Is that what your
we are.
your main
Yeah,
goal
that's
is?
exactly it. I mean, it's myself, Denotive. Turns out we've got Inexcedra in town, Galaxy
Oh my
80,
God.
Observer Drifts from town here
Oh my
as
God.
well. And that's just scratching the surface. Unholy Rat King, as well as is an instrumental piece of this. And other individuals as well. I know I'm missing a couple here. Jasper Mitchell. I'm trying to name drop everybody, and I'm going to give up now. But Badass Wolf Shirt is another. There we go. But at any rate, we also have the Two Poor Bastards guys who've been instrumental, who are now on Night Ride.
Oh, they're
with their-
amazing.
So their podcast has grown to this over the course of a year, and so we're all working together. We form this group of 8 to 10 different bands. We even have a local radio station. Mike, who's at the station, is really there to support us. We're reaching out as well, very strategically and organized, to different clubs. And so this last week, we got our first little breakthrough at we're not playing First Avenue, but the people who own the club. So basically, the club where Purple Rain was filmed, where they had some of the
Whoa.
big scenes.
Nice.
There's smaller clubs next door that are owned by the same people, and we're going to try and work in there next. So yeah, shows all the way, probably. I mean, at least through December and January, February, those will fill up very fast for us. So,
This sounds like what's going on with Karin over in Seattle.
and that's exactly it. We've seen these people do this. The Finnish guys as well. Yuha's a good friend,
Oh God.
and right.
Let's not go there.
They got
I
their
better
shit
bring them
together.
up again. but yeah, so I've seen these other people do it, men and women really come together and unite and do something pretty cool for their community, and that's really what this is about here. Again, I'm hoping that we can create a culture here in the Twin Cities that's going to grow beyond our city limits. Who knows what the limit is? Maybe we'll start going up to Seattle, to Portland, to Denver, to out east, perhaps, just to connect with some of these other groups of musicians.
Oh man, it's just amazing. It's
That's
just
what I
really
hope.
good. Just to have everyone together, just
Yeah.
an amazingly good feeling to have everyone together, putting this amazing community together, putting shows together, and it's just wonderful to hear.
It's not just that. It's just you find out artists that are local to you, and when you pull your resources together, like fans might know of you from a state
Yes.
away or a country away, but when you pull your resources, all of a sudden you're appearing in places where fans can access,
Yes.
whether in the same state, whether they're outside of it. That's what's key.
Well, and that's it. I mean, what I want to do, and I want to be able to take what I've built and what these other musicians have built and bring it into the real world now. And we've got some of the right people around us. Another just amazing happenstance is that the producer Galaxy 80 is from town here, and so we've started working together. And he's going to help with some of the mixing and mastering, and that's been one of the hardest things of being an independent musician. I've had to do everything myself. Well, now we're meeting people, we're meeting each other, and we all have specializations, and so we're supporting each other, and we're all getting better together. It's just crazy how this is happening, and it's fire at times. It's amazing.
That is amazing, and it sounds like you guys are really putting together some really great things. We can't wait to see some of the fruits of your labor. That's just very exciting to hear. And
One thing, we didn't really mention it, but people need to look up on Twitter or various social media, Nitrowave TC.
Please, yeah.
Yes, which is the Nitrowave Twin Cities.
Mhm.
and if you're in the area, definitely
Please do. We're on
Connect.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Like, each one of us is kind of taking a different platform to help manage that stress again, to keep that balance of social media. You can find me on Instagram. I know Unholy Rat King and Denotive, they're the guys running Twitter. Facebook is again Mike Resendez from WFNU, the local radio station.
Yep.
So, and again, he's, as a local guy, a DJ who's well known. He's the person who's getting some of these ins for us at these clubs that would otherwise be probably impossible to get in without a huge reputation. But again, you look at the internet and the work that people have done ahead of time.
And yeah, then you got the Two of Poor Bastards as well. Oh my God.
Yeah, totally.
The radio show, I couldn't believe it when I heard the news they're gonna broadcast their last episode on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting.
awesome.
Man, and those guys, Eric and Kyle, are hilarious. They were actually, I went to go see the Midnight with them on Monday night. So they were over at my place, and I picked up a tasty bottle of Buffalo Trace, and we sat downstairs in the studio, and we talked about music and synths, and then we had some Taco John's. And then we went off to see the Midnight, and it was a great show. We had
Did you love it?
I did.
So they played, I don't know, for those listening, the Midnight on their tour, they're playing like 3 new songs from an upcoming album
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
on the tour. Yeah, so you get to hear 3 new fresh songs if you're at the show.
That is
Well,
exciting.
and two, the sound is good. As a band,
yeah.
they were quite, they were tight.
So you had a guitarist and the sax player as well, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep.
so did we. In Toronto, there was a guitarist and a sax player.
Oh,
and
they
then Tim
added a
and Tyler.
guitarist as well?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
She also, the guitarist lends vocals to some of the songs like Vampires and so on.
Oh,
She
that
did.
sounds
Yep.
great.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it was
incredible.
pretty cool. Well, and that's one of the cool things too. I think you start to pull these other musicians around, and so, for example, when I was down in Austin back in mid-July, is when Time Cop was coming to town, and it was just total coincidence. So I went to that show, and as far as musicians he was touring with as well, I'm trying to remember who it was, but he had them up on stage, singing these different parts, different songs. So there was that live component to the set, which was a lot of fun to watch. So.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. That's it. And so the community, it's growing, it's changing, and there's a lot of stuff happening right now. So
Good to hear. Good to hear. I tell you what, I would love to keep you on if you can hang around for some more fun. We definitely would like to keep you on, and of course we'd like to keep things moving as well. And speaking of all this good feeling, good vibes, I don't know, Jules, do you think you might be able to have some sort of feel-good story of the week for us here this evening?
Of course I do.
All
So,
right.
Chris, North Innsbruck touched on it. Galaxy 80, he's released details for his charity album to support the Bahamas after Hurricane Dorian's devastation. The album is called Retro Leaf Bahama Nights, charity compilation album, and it's going to be released this Friday on Bandcamp. Details to come. But it's got over 60 artists, and I know North Innsbruck's one of them.
yeah.
So yeah, and all for the batshit insane price of $7.
Get out of town.
Yeah, so you know what?
Wild.
Bahamas needs the help, and this is
certainly
incredible. This Galaxy 80, he was talking about this like literally 2 weeks ago,
Totally it. Yeah.
and he's got an album dropping this Friday for charity with 60 artists. How long did it take us to do our mental charity album?
Oh, too long.
So this is a feel-good story, man.
Yeah.
Galaxy 80, if you're listening, if he's listening to like the archives, bless your soul.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
incredible.
Good on you,
And
man.
for all the artists, Chris, you included,
Yep.
everybody came real quick to the call, provided songs for this quick turnaround. This is incredible.
Yeah. That's it. I want to jump out to his Twitter account real quick and see, because I know he's been slowly dropping different artists on, out there for us to figure it out. But on the same hand, like you said, this is huge in the time that he did it in.
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah.
That is
Artists
amazing.
and
Turnaround.
everything. Yeah. Just wild. So
So-
selfless, super nice dude.
Yeah.
Anybody listening, go to Galaxy 1980s with an S on the end at Twitter and follow him.
For sure.
And yeah, he's gonna drop details on the URL and link. But yeah.
Well,
So,
very
you know what?
nice.
So moving on from that,
Yeah, man. Let's play some tunes, man. What do you think?
yeah, it's time for music.
I heard this one is a
So-
premiere. Is it not?
Yes, it is a premiere.
Nice.
So this is from an artist that's featured on our mental health charity album, Heartbeat Hero. He's got a new song. It's a collaboration with an artist named Relative Ability. This song is called Friends, and you're hearing it here, the premiere on Night Ride FM.
right, and that was Heartbeat Hero and Relative Ability with Friends. That's a great tune. You like that tune, Neon?
Oh, it was awesome. You know what? We're pretty privileged that he got to sneak that into us, and we got to premiere that.
Yeah, that was the good. Very nice.
Oh,
So,
if anybody hasn't paid attention, his last album, what had like 24 tracks on it, something like that.
Wow.
It's insane.
Now that is a crazy. Oh, wait 1 second here. Hold on 1 second. This just in. Oh, we got something coming in here. Gunship has announced that they have been asked to provide an exclusive and original EP for the Cyberpunk VR game Lo-Fi. Wow, check that out. A statement from the band says that Lo-Fi is being built with a true indie spirit, and they feel that it's a VR experience which Cyberpunk fans have been long waiting for. You like Cyberpunk, right, guys?
Oh, how could you not? Right?
If you're in Synthwave, how can you not?
How can you
right?
not? Wow, very nice. If you'd like to see Gunship contribute and you want your very own EP early, then help out and pledge on Kickstarter. Yes, they have a Kickstarter account. You can go and pledge apparently for this lo-fi game. It is a VR cyberpunk game. Man, Gunship.
Wait, so
Wow.
who's Gunship?
oh, Jules.
You know what? I'm gonna pledge and on Kickstarter because when you pledge, you can get into the conversation and comment.
Right.
And
You're
be
going to say
"I'm
who's
pledging,
Gunship?
But you guys have to go on tour.
That's
There you
right.
go.
God damn it!
The prophecy has been spoken, or whatever, however you put it.
Exactly.
It has been
Vosto's
prophesized.
prophecy, Yeah.
Apostles, something, religious words. Just go on tour, okay? I need to go and visit England, okay? I got to get over there. So,
Love to see it.
we love you, Gunship. Always doing the big. They're like the belle of the ball. Everyone wants a piece of Gunship, and man, they're just.
You know, it's gonna get to the point where like, oh yeah, I've seen the Midnight Live. Like, whatever.
But I tell you what, they've been holding out for so long. When I go to a Gunship concert, I want it raining blood. I want dancers in cages. I want chainsaws, and I want fireworks.
The Terminator.
I want a real life, real sized mechanized Terminator to come out on stage and just start like shooting. I don't know, like shooting confetti into the audience or something like that. I mean, you guys are really building this up. The longer you hold out, the more I'm going to dream up. So just do your thing. Your fans.
I hope they were taking notes on that one because that was a lot of great ideas.
Dan Haig better be writing this shit down because
we're going to be tagging them on our like archive tweets tomorrow. Gunship this, Gunship that, Gunship.
Okay, hold on.
Gunship.
Raining blood. Okay, got it.
Yep. Perfect. Terminator, giant cyber killer. What was that again?
Yes.
I love it.
And bring John Carpenter with you.
Why not? Why not?
Exactly.
All right. I tell you what, we're going to go on into some album releases and tell you about some of the awesome things that is coming out, came out, will be coming out. Do you want to kick this off, Mr. Jules?
Of course. So, Baldocaster. He's just released a single called New Horizon. It was released yesterday, so pay attention. It's on all platforms. Stellarect, LA Dreams, released an album called Fascination on September 16th. That was, 2 days ago?
Yep.
And then Don Del Piero, the master of like pure outrun synthwave, just dropped an album called Remember on September 14th. And Neon Tenic dropped a single called Road to Neon McCoy. It was released on the 13th. Power Cyan, one of my favorite kind of like cyberpunk synthwave bands.
Yeah.
And
nice.
His vocoding, I love it. He just released, he's releasing an EP called Rise on September 27th. And finally for me, a local artist, Noise Implant from the Toronto area. has released a single called Resistance is Futile. It was released on the 13th. It's got samples of the Borg in it. It's awesome. So, Dennis, you have
Yes,
some?
sir. I do have some, and I'm very excited to announce some of these awesome albums. Shredder 1984, I saw him play at Human 2. He is amazing.
Yeah, rub it in.
He is French, and he did a cool Los Angeles 2019 album live. That was, I guess, dropped on the 13th. So nice job, Shredder 1984. He is amazing live. He's really good. He just, I mean, they don't call him Shredder for nothing. I mean, he tears it up. So.
Yeah.
Oh, don't even talk, Mr. Outland, Midnight. Oh, I just had Midnight back-to-back concerts with Parallels and Nina. Don't even start, mister. So moving on here, Damocles, my man, Takes from a Future Past. That came out on 9/16. Really, really cool stuff. He just got played on Beyond Synths, so good on you, man. Nice job. And it's a cool album. He dropped a bunch of tunes on that one, so very excited to check that one out. Make sure you do. It's on Bandcamp and the usual places. Bart Graft, he released The Quiet Earth. That was on the 15th, I believe, of September. And from the Fixed label, Fury Weekend, Escape from Neon City. That was October 11th, so very good. Now, is this Corrine?
Yep, Corrine.
Yeah, very nice. Uncrossed to You. That is a single EP releasing October 11th. Is that the same artist that just toured with Time Cop 1983?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're one of the opening bands. Yeah.
They're good. They're really good. I was really impressed. So, yeah, great singer.
They're a veteran in the scene.
Yeah, totally. Of course, the Midnight Arcade Dream. Speaking of Time Cop 1983, they did a remix on that one, and that dropped on the 13th of September. And last but not least, certainly not at all, Rue Jules Verne. Oh, my poor man Vosto has been waiting for me to announce this. That
my God.
Is
wait. You just said Vosto and Jules Verne in one sentence?
I did.
Ooh.
I'm all in.
You had me at, all that stuff. So he's doing some incredible stuff, and I tell you what, I have never really met a more unique artist than Vosto. Like, he does his bits, which, God bless him. I mean, he does it every week, and he's our reporter, and he's got a lot of talent, but his producing skills are just off the hook. And he does a tune with Joey in this new album, and of course Joey is Polemic Heart. He is also in the Night Ride chat room right now. So that is going to be releasing on October 13th. You can now pre-order it right now. You can go there. You get 3 awesome tracks, including the one with Polemic Heart, which is Going Home, and that is a beautiful. It's just a damn beautiful song, Jules. I'm sure you've heard that one before, right?
No, well, so I haven't heard it, but I know Vosto. I know Polemic Heart.
Get on
and
that.
All their collaborations. If anybody has heard Polemic Heart's recent collaboration with Neon Arcadia, Jesus Christ, that's addictive. And Vosto,
it's the good stuff.
I feel bad because we keep diverting Vosto to our little,
we keep sending him to all these places to do all this.
We're sending him all over
work.
the place, but Vosto is a full-on producer, and this guy makes some great music, and it's about time we hear some fresh Vosto.
Yeah, and we're gonna be dropping some. In fact, I would love to drop the one with him and Joey. Maybe next week we can drop that bad boy. Just drop it. Just lay it right on you guys because it's so good. So anyway, enough talking about all the cool stuff that's coming out. By the way, Vosto, what is it? Railway? It's like railway synth. He's got steam locomotives and stuff. It's just go pre-order.
Steampunk steam synth.
It's like railway synth. He's doing shit that it's just I'm constantly amazed by the stuff he does. All right, I'm done talking about Vosto. I do love him though. I love him to death. And thanks for staying up till 5. By the way, it's 5:30 in the morning, guys, in Romania. So he stayed up for Night Ride and for the show.
Don't Romanians, they're awake during the night and then they go in their coffins during the day, right?
He is a vampire, so.
Oh, that helps. That explains a lot. Yeah.
It does. All right, so we're going to get into some more rad music. Speaking of rad music, and I tell you what, this next one here, I checked this out a couple days ago. This was one of the submissions, submit.nightride.fm, and this is Heart Rush featuring Christina Reynolds. This is an amazing tune. Check this one out. It's entitled Holding On, and we're going to drop it right on you right now. This is Night Ride FM. Once again, that was Heart Rush featuring Christina Reynolds. I love that tune. That's called Holding On.
Jeez, that was awesome.
Yeah.
You know what? I need to start changing the way I do things because I'm constantly on the hunt for tunes, and I need to do what everyone else does and solicit music my way.
Do it.
Uh,
That's all you got to do, man. It's all about the soliciting. All that good stuff. All right, so do you have any birthdays, Mr. Jules? Can we drop a few birthdays on these people's real quick?
So unlike last week, which was pretty dry, we've got birthdays.
Oh, we got birthdays.
Yeah, if anybody listens to Beyond Synth,
Never heard of it.
we've got, who? What? So Marco Merrick, anybody on Facebook? He's not really on Twitter, but the Brazen Australian, he does the other high five that I don't do. So his birthday is today. We've also got Italian synth producer Daniel Ippolito. When I first started following synthwave, he was one of the first artists that I friended who sent me songs to add to my playlist, and this was just personal. And this guy, he's been around for like 2 years. I have not heard any fresh songs, but yeah, Daniel Ippolito from Italy, happy birthday.
Nice.
Tomorrow, somebody most people will have heard of, Josh Daly. He recently went on tour with FM84 and Ollie.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so Josh Daly, tomorrow, happy birthday.
Nice.
And Friday, on the 20th, Artem.
Yeah, Artyom
also known
Props.
Yes, Artyom Props.
Right now
Happy
in the chat.
birthday on Thursday.
Yay.
And yes, so he's in our Mixer chat right now.
Good stuff.
Yeah. And Sunday, I gotta mention this. We've got Glitch Black. Anybody in Synthwave, you know Glitch Black. His crazy, awesome, powerful Synthwave, his animations, and like 3D animations, and he's got the coolest stage costume ever.
He does.
And one more person I gotta mention, Edwin Locke, aka DJ Auto Nemesis. He's one of the DJs at Tilt here in Toronto who gave me my break into DJing. So happy birthday on Sunday to Edwin Locke.
Yeah.
And Glitch Black.
And I tell you what, can I add one more birthday?
Of course you can.
All right, so I'm just going to add, just because she is celebrating her birthday this month, and this is kind of a celebrity. I hear she kind of digs synthwave. She's also in that really cool show called Westworld. It's Evan Rachel Wood. And do you know when she was? You know when she was born, Jules?
I'm guessing sometime in September.
Yes, September '87. Just a little information there.
Nudge. Know what I mean? Say no more. Say no more.
So there you go. Very, very important name right there. So, yeah, enjoy. Thank you very much for the birthdays. We're going to jump into some touring and events. We're going to keep this rail train moving right along here. So you want to start us off here on the touring and event news?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go fast here. So the Midnight, they continue their quick North American tour. Tonight, they were playing in St. Louis. Probably done by now. And then tomorrow night, they're going to be in Omaha, followed by Oklahoma City, and then El Paso, Texas on Sunday. And Thursday, the 19th, tomorrow, we've got Magic Sword. They're going to hit Moscow on their European tour, followed by St. Petersburg, Minsk, Kiev, Budapest, and then Vienna. And then they're going to make their way back to North America.
Yeah, I just picked up tickets.
Oh yeah, I've got tickets. I've got tickets on the back burner in November in Toronto.
Good stuff.
And let's see, September 20th. That would be Friday. We've got the Synth Cartel presents The Science of Synthwave featuring Syntax, Droid Bishop at the Catch One in LA. Also on Saturday, Flash Cassette is playing at the Salt Beer Factory in the UK.
Nice.
And one I want to mention on Saturday, September 21st, in San Francisco, we've got Fighter Jets, 2 Libras, Violator at the Milk Bar.
Very nice.
And most well, I wouldn't say most importantly, but our final one, last but not least,
The lovely
Nina and
ladies.
Parallels. Their Automatic Gold Tour continues. Tonight, they're in the House of Targ in Ottawa, Canada, with Switched On Synths. On Friday, they're going to be in Toronto at the Rec Room with Michael Oakley opening. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, baby. And then on Saturday, they're going to be in Detroit at the Off-World Arcade with opener Von Kaiser. And by the way, I got to mention, that show has turned into a free admission.
Very nice.
So anybody in the area of Detroit, get the hell in a car, get in a bus, I don't care. Just get down to Off-World Arcade. And you're going to see the queen of synthwave, Parallels, and Von Kaiser.
That's incredible.
And
Man.
finally, Nina Parallels, their tour ends up in Chicago at the Emporium with David Darko, Echo Droids, like a DJ set, and Ralph Optimal Driver DJ set. But yeah, that's it for touring news.
Sweet.
So, I gotta lead into this. One of the feel-good stories that I didn't mention earlier. C. Thomas Howell is back.
Yay!
Yep. Took like 6 months. Personal things happen.
Yeah,
But
that's
he's
that life
back
thing.
on Twitter. He's back on social media. And so I would love to play a song from Mr. Howell. His last album. It came out, I think like 5 months ago. This song, so C. Thomas Howell, he plays some synthwave / dark synth. It's pretty heavy stuff. When you stick headphones on, you listen to it at full volume, it's incredible. So this is Where Zombies Tread by C. Thomas Howell here on Night Ride FM.
Right?
All right, that is C. Thomas Howell. We got so caught up with our conversations in the background. We didn't even know what was going on there. That song ended nice and cold.
Oops.
Oopsies. And plus we ran long, so surprise.
By the way, if check out cthomashowell.bandcamp.com. He's also hinted that he's dropping a new EP for Halloween,
Nice.
and we might
Very
have
cool.
a premiere in a couple of weeks.
Oh.
So, booyah!
That's good stuff. I tell you what, we're getting ready to I said that twice. Man, it's getting late. Good
It's
God.
getting late.
What time is it?
We're getting ready to shut Dennis down.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to reboot Dennis right now. So we're going to do some quick shout outs. Now, normally we do a shout out where we just kind of shout out to everybody and anybody. We're going to make this one a very special mental health shout out to all the people that bought our charity album, that really kind of put forth, a little bit of support to help us out on this little endeavor. So we're going to read the names of every single person that bought this album. Jules, you're much better with names. Could you rattle off these fine folk for me?
I'm gonna try and go fast here. So, Kim Mitchell, singer producer
Yes.
on Twitter. Thank you so much, Kim. We've got Neurochasm, The Advantage, which happens his name is Brad. He's my senior DJ at Tilt.
Nice.
So, like Edwin I mentioned earlier, he gave me my avenue into this. So thanks, Brad. We've got Galaxy 80.
Yeah.
You mentioned him and his Bahamas Relief charity album.
Yeah.
We've got Illuminatine. We've got Mr. Glenn Jones, who's active on Facebook.
He's got a bunch of synthwave albums.
Oh, yeah,
that he
he's
bought.
crazy synthwave freak. Photon MFM. So Photon FM, also producers. He's on various social media as well. We've got Exile, aka Kyle, my fellow DJ at Tilt. Thank you, Kyle. We've got Rob Dyson
I know
from
that
Forever
dude.
Synth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
JTD 121. Omegagon.
Omegagon.
No, I have no idea who Omegagon is. Thanks, Simon. And then we got Xeon B.
Yeah.
BE.
My
We
man.
got North Innsbruck. Who's that?
Never
Wait.
heard
Don't know him.
Oh,
Hi, Chris.
what's up, guys?
Thank you, Chris.
Oh, you bet. Love you.
And then we got Robimus Prime.
Awesome name.
He's got the Matrix of Leadership on Bandcamp. That guy owns everything. We've got Mike Langley
Yeah.
and DJ Aziria, Arctic Mega Defender, whom now apparently I'm not the only hoodie owner.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Waiting for it to
yeah.
get cold. Excited.
We've got Turbo Knight. Where's he
Finland.
from? Finland, of
Finland,
course.
Of course.
We've got VU643, Lucid Dreams,
Yeah.
who normally is in the mixer.
chat.
I don't see her tonight.
No, she's taking a break, I guess.
Dang. All right. We've got Willoughby. We've got Peter. We've got Noise Implant. Once again, from Toronto. Thank you, Mr. Noise. We've got Matthew DeTurek. We've got Arc A. Vilingo. I have no idea who that guy is.
Never heard of him.
I don't know. Yeah, some dude
Thanks,
somewhere.
Aaron.
Thanks, Aaron. You're the
We've got
best.
Karin. No idea who she is.
Ace
Thank you, Karin.
Buchanan. I love his name.
Yeah. Ace Buchanan. Wait, from Finland, of course.
Of course.
And then we got Location, aka Joe Loke. Everybody knows him on Facebook. That guy has a bottomless pit of travel.
Yeah.
He
you were
follows.
saying
Yeah,
that.
he
Awesome.
he follows FM84 everywhere, and then now he started following. I don't know, a ton of other. I need to like squeeze into his luggage.
Wow.
We've got Synth Rider, aka Synchronicity, aka Ashley from
Yeah.
Ireland, who's coming to Toronto.
She's doing traveling too.
Yeah, I think she arrives tonight or tomorrow night to see the Nina Parallels Michael Oakley concert this Friday. She went all this way just for this one concert. Bless
That's
her soul.
awesome.
Good stuff.
Dustin Ruoff, Dev Jock, who's also on Twitter, big supporter. He also creates a little bit of music. Cheddar, one of my first followers on Twitter.
Jeff
I
is
couldn't believe
awesome.
it. Yeah,
Nice.
Cheddar, like, wow, an artist is following me? Thank you, Cheddar.
Alpha
Oh,
Chrome
ACY,
Yayo.
Alpha Chrome Yayo. Never
Yeah.
heard of him. But hey, thanks anyways.
Thanks, dude.
Neon Arcadia.
Yeah.
Never heard of them.
Big
But
supporters.
thanks
Some of these.
anyways. Honeybeard, Toronto locals, originally from Ireland.
Yep.
They've also got an album release party November 8th. So thanks, Honeybeard.
Thank you.
Oh, Full Eclipse. Oh,
Yeah, he's
also
amazing too.
from the
yeah.
Toronto area. Everybody
Great
knows
artist.
Full Eclipse.
Totally.
One thing I noticed when I hit the Twitter scene and I was following synthwave artists and stuff, Full Eclipse was on every following or follower list. So Mike, Full Eclipse, thank you. Tom Celica, those
Yeah,
two boys.
those funky
thank you very much. Diamondstage, Finite K, Moro Corbia, Jake C. Jake C is got a lot of stuff on Bandcamp, so I think most people will recognize that name. We've got Kulos82, Redline Sky, who's also a producer, James Ulwick, Markian Vertic.
Verket?
I tried. Thank you very
There you
much.
go. Yep.
And then some notable mentions. Demi K.
Jimmy K.
Never heard of him. I don't know who that guy is.
Never heard of.
Demi K's got one of the best playlists around.
Oh yeah.
He's also an amazing producer, and
he
now
was
that he's
just
been
on
mucking
the-
around with his
He was
oh my
on
god,
the show.
his guitar
Forever
work is
80s.
incredible.
Yeah. Good stuff.
We've got
Mhm.
Flux Sampassador,
Nice.
Francis Bundy, and finally Elm Train. So thank you, everyone.
Yay.
Yeah, we
for
really
purchasing
appreciate
the
all
album.
the support. Please keep purchasing the album. We want to definitely at least go over 1,000 to be able to donate to these great charity causes. So
Amen. Yeah.
exciting.
And you know what? I don't. Not just us. We mentioned Galaxy 80's Bahama Relief.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So,
And that's a deal
yeah.
too. I mean, that's a steal. $7.
Yep.
You can't go wrong.
$7.
Totally is.
Jesus Christ.
Super awesome. Speaking of awesome
now,
things,
now I'm looking at the price of our album. I'm like,
I know. Did we overprice? But,
Hey, you guys are still pulling in good money with it. That's
We-
incredible, though.
yeah, we
$800, and you had a goal of 1,000. Seriously, if some people are listening right now, if all these people, I mean, throw down $5 each, $10 each, it could really make a difference.
Yeah.
If
or
you can
you know
afford
what?
it,
Just
you know?
share. Just share.
Yeah, totally.
Thestateofsynth.bandcamp.com. Share the album. It's for a good cause, mental health. We talked about it earlier. Everyone's going through it. Everyone's dealing with it one way or another.
Faux
Oh,
show.
so Dennis,
Yes.
what's going on tomorrow night?
All right, I'm going to tell you
Night
what's
FM?
going on. This is a very special thing that we actually kicked off in the episode 1. This is Karen Zoe Lee, and she's going to be kicking off her Night Ride FM debut, and it is going to be on Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific time, and it's going to be 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and she's going to be doing her cool show. And if you missed a little bit of backstory on Karen, she was actually on episode 1. You can go on to our archives. You can check out episode 1. You can also go on Spotify, and we are on Spotify, iTunes. We have all the episodes up there, uploaded, and all that good stuff. So yeah, check us out. Definitely. One more quick mention. I do want to mention our Patreon supporters. If you would like to support us even further, we're just really trying to keep the lights on, all that good stuff. You can consider becoming a Patreon. So you can go to patreon.com/NightRideFM, I think. Or is it the other way around? NightRideFM.patreon.com. You guys will figure it out. Just pop it into Google. It'll take you right there. And Artyom Props. Yes. His full name, I can't pronounce it, but very nice. I believe that is Artyom Props. Dynamite
Artyom
Stranger.
Props.
Fixed
He's in the
Neon.
he's in the mixer chat
He
right
is supporting us in the Mixer chat, and of course, being a Patreon. So thank you very much.
Artyom.
Pattern Shift and etc. Fixed Neon, Xeon B. You guys are the best. If you would like to support us, we love you. to do that, but you don't have to. But it's a nice thing to do, because
But
what's that?
oh yeah, no, we need to keep the lights
We
on.
do.
God damn, thank you.
Servers do cost money. They're not.
Well,
we're not hosting from GeoCities.
Yeah, poor Z. Poor Z is like. Oh, by the way, so Z mentioned this in the Night Red FM chat last week. September 11th was Master Boot Records' birthday.
Oh yes.
If anybody hasn't heard MBR, I pity you. It's some.
He's insane.
What did I call it?
Don't call it synthwave. You called
it's
it.
Not synthwave.
It's
chiptune. It's like
chiptune
orchestral
symphonic, or
synth.
orchestral
Yeah.
symphonic.
Orchestral chiptune, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
with some shredding going on.
A little bit of shredded wheat.
MBR is incredible. He also contributed a lot to the creation of the Night Red FM website, right?
The other way around.
Oh,
Close it up. Z actually did a really badass website chat room for Master Boot Records website. And if you go into the Night Ride
right.
chat, you can also go to Master Boot Records website, and you can jack right in to that sucker. And it's
right.
pretty badass. Anyway, let's
before
take
we
a
wrap up.
Yeah, one more
just
tune.
Going
here.
back to Karin,
Yes.
way over in Seattle. So Seattle, they've got an event coming up in Seattle and Portland, November 22nd. The Neon Rose Retrowave Fest, presented by Synth City. So Karin's over in that neck of the woods. This is a 3-day affair. 1 night in Seattle, 2 nights in Portland, I believe. And the lineup has turned into something completely bananas. We're talking about Betamax, Makeup and Vanity Set,
Whoa.
Tokyo Rose, Dream Reaper, Watch Out for Snakes, Lucy in Disguise, System 96,
Holy
Mellow Fields
crap.
from
Stop it.
Toronto, Psych Official. Geez, and I don't think they're done yet.
Wait,
So,
this is the show that Karin's putting
Amazing.
together?
you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Karin is involved in this.
I mean,
Because
it's
she
in their
was- she
town,
went
right?
She went from synthwave fan to synthwave mover and shaker within a month.
Yeah.
And here I am just hitting retweet on shit.
You and me both, brother. You and me both.
Nope. Karin says not me. Well, she gets the fruits of the labor of all these synthwave artists.
Yeah, that is awesome. So definitely check that out. Support that if you can. Just see some badass synthwave. Lucy in Disguise. I would love to see them play
Oh my
live.
God, the lineup. Oh, I forgot to mention Michael Weber as well, who does that like cool like Coke business wave.
Nice.
He's got that label. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
Oh, good stuff. All right, I tell you what, did we go into 2 hours? I don't even know anymore. I stopped counting.
Well, we started late because of me.
We do. Nice job, Jules.
So yeah, so it's only an hour and 15 minutes.
All right, so that's good.
You're
That's not
welcome,
too bad.
everybody. All right.
Oh God. So Chris, thank you for bearing with us, man.
Hey, thank you so much again. I appreciate you having me on the show again. This was fun, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, we definitely had a blast. And I believe we have one more tune we're going to wrap things up with. Jules, you want to go ahead and kick us home here? Kick us over the goalpost, I guess?
Yep. Oh, Karin just wanted me to remind everyone this Friday, Michael Oakley's deluxe set
Oh,
of
yeah.
his Introspect album releases. There's only 200 copies. We mentioned it last week, I believe.
It's ridiculous.
But it's this Friday. You got a DVD, Blu-ray with the live concert from Outland and all that jazz. Couple of vinyls, colored print. Oh, yeah. Anyways,
His
So, yeah,
diary.
I'll kick us. I'll kick us over the goalpost. So tomorrow night, tune in at 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for Karin's show. It kicks off on Night Ride FM. And if you have a hot scoop, if you want to give us some cool new music to share, you can shoot us an email at tipline.nightridefm. And once again, I'm Neon Fox.
And I'm Dennis G.
Excellent. Got North Innsbruck here, Chris.
But yeah, thank you so much, Chris.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate
Always a
it.
pleasure to have you on.
Yeah, definitely.
So thanks for listening. We're going to play you guys out with a track freshly released from Iterations from Washington, D.C. This is called 2491 here on Night Ride FM.